Hey everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another live episode of Planning Life with Kia. It's been a while, not kind of been a while. It's been a while since I've been here, so I'm so excited. It's just been life and everything's been good. It's just been so busy, and I'm sure you all are busy as well. So I just want to take a moment to thank you all for just being here, whether you're here live or if you're going to catch the replay, either or, it's your time. And we definitely appreciate you being here. So, again, welcome, and I'm Kia Smith. For those that haven't watched the podcast or listened to the podcast before, and I am the owner of Help Now. It is a small cleaning, organizing, decluttering, home management service here in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area, and so I am just using my business as a platform to reach other people. I give tips and advice, and we just talk about life and cleaning, and that's just a part of it. Like I said, this show isn't for everybody because everybody don't clean. They're not cleaning. They don't care. Everybody. They just living their own life. But for those that are, trying to maintain and need a routine and need to clean and need tips and just need that support, it's life. It's part of just everyday life. I know it is for me. So welcome. And I'm just going to dive in. It's going to be about maybe 30 minutes tonight. I'm not going to keep you all, but I have here my son, Kavai, and he's on here from time to time. So he works for me and with me. And so he is such a big help. And like I said, this is what he does. So he works with me and like he gets paid and everything. So this has just kind of become his thing. He's 14 and he's in school. He makes great grades. He's a great guy. And like he has gotten really good with the cleaning over these last few years, and he's been bragging on it. Like he'll brag on me. He'll be like, "Mom, you're the cleaning god." He said, "But like I'm a beast now. Like I've graduated." So, and he has. I have to give him his prop. Like he has been doing a spectacular job. Like it is actually quite impressive. So, um, I asked him if he wanted to just come hang out with me today, and he said, yeah, he'll come hang out with everybody. So he's just here for support and to kind of chime in and show you some things from his point of view too. So I'm just gonna dive in. So the last time that I was supposed to be here, something happened and ended up, having to wait until this week. But anyway, I was gonna, and that everything just happens for a reason. So initially, I was going to talk about deep cleaning because it's that time of year. It's springtime, and that's what people typically do this time of year. Regarding cleaning and everything. But I was just like, it is something that needs to be discussed before we get to talking about any deep cleaning, any decluttering, any of that, because it's all great to get it clean and it's necessary. I understand that, but it is something that is just equally as important. It's very important that you have this mindset even before you get the cleaning done, whether you do it yourself physically. I mean, and that's time and energy. So you don't want to waste that time and energy on cleaning or doing this big project and then it goes to waste. Um, you need to have a plan to make sure that it is good. So the only other thing that is just as good as the cleaning or whatever project that you're doing is the actual maintenance. Oh my gosh, that is such an important word if you are trying to maintain um, just a regular routine in your home. So it was crazy because like this kid, he's just 14 and he see things like he understands like now like why I asked them to do certain things over the years and why I required them to, clean up their room, learn how to do your laundry, yada yada yada, and why I have them to do it consistently. Um, People do not want to hold accountability when it comes to maintenance. So I was telling him uh about the topic, and his eyes just lit up. He was like, "Oh my gosh, oh my, that is definitely something we need to talk about. That is something that needs to be talked about because it's not like I don't judge and I don't take it personally, but it's just at some point like things have to make sense to me. So you have the clients and for the most part for me, like people, even if you're not a client, like this is just people in general, they complain about, oh, I need help. It's just so much. I could do so much better if things were in order and yada yada yada. And I get it, and it's true. But it's like, okay, so after you do the cleaning, or like a lot of people, they pay me to come in and they have me like take care of those problems. Like if you've been shopping too much or you've been saving too much stuff and holding on to too much stuff, like they'll hire me to come in and declutter and organize it. And it'll be looking so pretty and it'll be looking so nice. But like, what percentage of people you think, like when we go back to houses, so far as to clean and declutter, like all of it, like what percentage of people always have their stuff back the way that it was before, like over and over and over again? Like you think it'd be 50% of the clients or a little bit less? No, I'm talking about they don't maintain. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like most people, like we'll come in, we'll make it real nice, and then we'll have to like the last about the last month. I've noticed like with clients, it's the same. We keep doing the same stuff over and over. Now, don't get me twisted. As far as I'm concerned, that's good for business. But like I've said repeatedly, I'm not here just for the money. Like I know it's hard. Like you have children and circumstances, and so you need to make your situation work for you. Like if you want things to be clean and you want things to be organized, uh, like you have to put in the energy to keep it a certain way. Like after you get the job done, because it's a lot. Every time I go to a client's house that's really like a regular with like certain people, I can go in there with a blindfold and I already tell you what's going on. I don't even have to see it. I can just walk through there because it be the same stuff over and over again. And I was like, oh my gosh, like they're paying me and paying us to come in and do the same job over and over and over. It's because everyone is so busy and throwing stuff everywhere and piling stuff together. Yep, spring and winter clothes all mixed up together. Yes, it is. Like everybody is so busy and it's the same thing over and over again. So, but the thing is, you have to break the habit. You have to break that. Like, and you have to start a new habit, or you have to, something has to give. You have to hold yourself accountable. Like, and you have to have a routine. So you're not going to be able to keep the house like in order 100% of the time. That's not realistic, especially if you are on the move. Like I'm always moving around. But there are key things in everybody's home that if you just kind of maintain and had a routine, things wouldn't get so out of hand so fast. And even if you have kids, like it's a team effort. Like I have children and they have to do their part, but then they're kids too. So a lot of times, like they will help. But shoot, they be trying to play games, they be trying to get over because they're kids, and that's what kids do. Now I have to stay on them because listen, our routine is what I'm on making sure the like laundry, rooms clean, kitchen, um, so bathrooms, they have theirs, I have mine. I make sure mine is good. I'm in there and that's my space. I tell them to clean theirs, but I'm not harping on them so bad because it's their bathroom. So, if y'all want to go in there and deal with it being a mess, y'all deal with it. I won't let it get too out of hand. But there are just certain things like I have a personal routine in the morning. Like, so it was so funny. So yesterday, my boss at work, he asked me, he said, Kia, he said, can you be at work on time tomorrow, please? He was like saying it like, if you don't mind. Like he was so like straight up with it, and he meant it, and he should, because I have a routine every morning. Today was the first time that I have broke my routine in like forever. Did you go happen to look at my room today? Did you notice something different you had going on? So, but every day was what I do in my room for sure. Make your bed. Make my bed. Make my bed every day. I don't care what's going on. I gotta make my bed. It don't feel right, and it's hard. Like I don't know. It's a mental thing, but I've always been that way. Make my bed. So like you have to have a routine. Like now they know I'm gonna be late because I gotta feel good when I get to work. So after I get everybody dropped off, I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna take a shower. Like, or no, even before I do that, I'll go in the kitchen and just check to see if there are any like lingering dishes because like sometimes even the night before, like tonight I'll eat later. So if I don't feel like just washing the dishes and um do any of that, um I'll clean up my mess the next morning. So I'll clean that up if I need to. I might sweep the floors again because everybody's out the house. Um I do laundry every morning before I leave. I got to run a few loads of laundry because it's just the best thing to do. And it's not their laundry because they have a day of their own and I have my day. But I always run like either my, the sheets and linens and all of that, or like towels and stuff. But every day. And they know to run towels because we go through them so fast and so much. Um, But I have to do that every day. I have to make my bed. I have to get that laundry going. I have to do those lingering dishes if they're in it, and I have to sweep the floor. And that's just every day. And that's just my routine. And I have to do that every day. And today I broke my routine because I told me, I was like, yeah, I was like, that's asking a lot. But it's asking a lot to get there on time. But you've been nice to me. So yeah, I was trying, but I had to figure out what I wanted to do. Was it fix my bed and do those few lingering dishes and start some laundry, or if it was like my self care that I want to make sure I got my self care before I went to work. And so self care won. So the bed, it didn't get it. But I'm so weird. Like I'll make it before I go to bed because I just sleep better in an unmade bed. Anywho, I'm just saying have a routine. So that's how our house functions. Like we have to get that done. So anything else that's in between, like I'm kind of lenient on, and I'm not really stressing because you're not gonna get it perfect. And everybody, like you said, everybody is so doggone busy, and you be tired, but you have to fight through that. But like I've noticed over like the last month, I'm doing the same, literally like one week I went to a client's house. She had me declutter, organize, clean, get the bedroom straight because she had family coming into town. Got this room straight. Um, since you have all boys, which one of the boys are in charge of the rest of the boys to keep them in line? Since you have all boys, I don't think nobody's in charge. Like, not really. No, no, not really. It's nobody because they don't operate like that. Everybody has a strong personality, so we just have to learn how to coexist. But the oldest, of course, is the most responsible. So, well, no, not the most. I'm not gonna say he's the most responsible. That's not what I meant. I mean, he's responsible, but you know what? Um, No, everybody just kind of know what to do. Like they don't really need anybody like hovering. They don't need to hover over each other. Everybody kind of know their place and know their role. But yeah, if someone does step out of line, somebody will Yeah, get back to work. Yeah. Like somebody step out of line or do something. Like somebody will out of all of them. Somebody gonna step up always and say something. And yeah, but like I was saying, like went to this lady house and went to do the same stuff, the same room that I got decluttered and organized, we went back and had to do the same thing again. Have to, you just go open the door and just peep in just to see that they maintain it, did maintain it. Because it's easy to just go in there and throw some stuff in there. Like I know you're tired, but being in a cluttered house makes you tired too. Being in a dirty house makes you tired. It makes me even more tired. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be spick and span, but I had told one client because he has like a tremendous amount of shoes. Like, oh my gosh, it's just shoes on top of you can tell what people be into by, you know, their home. You can just tell. But anyway, I made the suggestion to get a shoe rack. I said it will help you so much if you get a shoe rack. You'll have more space. It'll give you more space. It'll keep things more organized for you. But he did have the shoes on the shoe rack, but I'm just using this for an example. It's like some people you'll get them a shoe rack and it's to help create space and make things better, but you gotta put in effort. Like you actually got to put the shoes on the rack. Like it's not gonna matter, like no matter how tired you are, no matter what's going on, like if you want your house to be maintained a certain way. Otherwise, you're gonna stay. Um, yes, or the yeah, shoe cases. Like I've seen so many shoes. People love shoes. People love shoes, purses. People just love clothes. We had a client this weekend and we were just in amazement. Like we knew she had a lot of stuff, but it was just so I mean, clothes with the tags, bags and bags of clothes with the tags still on them, like and and that's all fine and well, but it's like what is the use in buying all those clothes, spending all that money, and you have so much and you won't maintain it. You'll get it clean, but you won't maintain it. You have to put all these nice clothes in like bags. You don't even have the space to like hang them up or anything like that because you're not maintaining. You're just buying more stuff and I can't find it. So I'm gonna buy something else. And like it just accumulates and accumulates and accumulates. And so even when you fix the problem, if you're not maintaining it, it just goes right back. Like I said, we've been cleaning for the last month, we've been cleaning the same rooms, decluttering the same stuff. It be the same people keep calling us to do the same thing. And again, like I said, even for me, it's like they're paying me and they're like okay with paying me. And that's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But I guess it's just that thing because people are saying, like, I don't want it to be like this. I don't want it to don't be fussing at me because like I have some clients I have had them for like years, so we have a different type of relationship. So like I be getting on them. I told my client this weekend, I text her, I said, oh, I'm gonna get you when I see you again. Like when I see you, I'm gonna get you. I said, even if it's in your own house, I'm gonna see you. And when she came home, she literally peeked through the door. Then I said, come on in here. Come on in here, come on and get it. Because I swear, these two rooms she had us do this time, we have cleaned those rooms at least 3 times, at least. Easy. Easy. Like stuff everywhere that had it so nice before, had it looking just like it was looking when we left the last time. And it's like, what are you doing? But for some people, peace of mind, they'll pay the money. And that's what, and I'm not judging. Like, that's what keeps me in business. I'm not complaining. I'm just here for the people too that you may not want to pay somebody or don't have the means to pay. So for the ones that do have the means and don't want to fool with it, listen, keep paying. How about that? Yeah, yeah. Say, cause I love it. I call him Mr. Amazon. So, like, dude be working, like he be handling his business. I'm impressed. I will say that. And he just be doing his own thing. But look, he didn't got the love and got hooked on Amazon. And he be having his own money. So the stuff he want, he just get it, he just buying. And every time the Amazon truck come down the street, I'll be like, is that you? Like it be like, dude, I'll be coming home. It might be, it's a desk, it's a chair. Like he just Amazon man. But I'm proud of him because yep, I would pay. Less stress, more convenient. is in my opinion. Yes. So like for people that have money, pay it. Like it's the good thing. It's a good thing to be able to like, you see this mess, I'm gonna pay you to fix it. And you can leave home or you can stay there and then you just come back and it's done. Like, pay me. That's why I'm here. But like I said, for the ones that may not have the funds to pay or don't want nobody to do it for them, like that's y'all message. Like, maintain, even if you do invest and have somebody to come, because it's worth it. It's worth it. Um, do you provide tips of the week? No, I haven't. Sometimes I do just an episode of tips. And I haven't done one lately, but like in any previous episodes, I do a lot of tips, but I don't do. I used to do tips daily on social media, but then that just fell off. Look, not maintaining. Not maintaining. But but people be boo-hooing and it's just the maintenance. Like you're gonna have to put in the work. Like if you want to get anything done, you're gonna have to actually do it. Like I said, or if it's somebody pay, because the easy part for me is just to come and do it. But I'm not gonna be there with you every day. We're not gonna be there with you every day. Every time you keep letting the laundry accumulate, or um every time you keep buying stuff and Amazon boxes are everywhere full of stuff. Like I have seen the most with people, they have so much stuff they don't even know what they have. And don't have the time. And then a lot of people, they don't want to take out the time to like go through all this stuff because like this one of the last clients I had, it was more of a semi declutter, more of a organizing, because what this particular person need to do is stay at home and actually go through each bag, like actually take the time. And I do that with a lot of clients that want to do it, but like some people, they want to go and enjoy their lives. They don't want to deal with it. So shoot, they pay us good money. They pay us good money to go in there and handle it, but everybody's not set up that way. And the people that say that they don't have time, a lot of times they actually do have time, because I've talked about this before too. Like you you got to be accountable. You got to stop with the sob stories, or I don't, because sometimes you just got to push yourself. Sometimes I be so tired and you just have to push through. And I mean, more so like even at home, like if I go to a client's house, I have a lot of energy and I'm never tired. I would never go to a client's house worn out or tired or anything like that. But like I'm saying, like being at home, going to work all day, then getting off, may have errands, you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to maintain. Like I said, like I have to suck it up, like suck it up, buttercup, and come in and do what you know that you need to do, because it's going to benefit you later. Like, and the next day, I appreciate that I took the time out to do what it is, because it put me ahead um, on so many levels, like keeping the kitchen a certain way. It helps me when we keep the refrigerator a certain way and have a routine with that, because when it's time for me to go grocery shopping and they eat a lot, I know what's in there. I know I can easily go in there and get things that need to be thrown out and discard them, and um, you don't feel no way about it, and it just gets done. And it's not going to be perfect, but it's doable. But people don't want to be accountable. They'll have sob stores, and I know people busy. I'm not talking about those people that are really intentional and and working, and they just genuinely busy. But people don't want to be accountable. Um, because a lot of clients, like I'll pay attention, and at this point it wasn't even, I think it was this past weekend or the weekend before, it wasn't the client, it was somebody that was staying there, but they had some stuff that they had to do, and the whole time we're there they just on the phone. Oh my gosh. Like I think the amount of time that's spent, like even social media, just having phone conversations with people, texting, snapchatting, whatever it is, like it takes out so much time that can be put in other areas that people say that they want to improve in their lives. Like you just have to commit to it, and you have to be accountable. Stay off the phone, and people need to learn how to stay home. Like sometimes you gotta stay home. It sucks. Like you want to go out and you want to go do this and you want to do that, man, that's fine and you can go do it. But after you take care of um your business, and it doesn't mean that you got to go hard every day. After you get a really good deep clean or general clean, it's a really good idea to pay attention. Like sometimes I'll do a deep clean for a client, and like I mean, and we are going from top to bottom and everything in between. Like we own it, and I mean, it smells good. It looks beautiful in there. And then the next thing I'll tell them, even with a general clean, I'll tell clients this: pay attention to the amount of time that it takes, like from the time that you get your cleaning or you decluttered something or whatever your project was. um, Pay attention, especially with a deep clean, from the time that it's clean. Start to pay attention, like on an everyday base, every other day basis, or closer to a week, to see how long it takes before your house starts to get out of hand again. That'll let you know, like, how often or the frequency of whatever routine that you need to do in order to maintain, if that makes any sense. So if you get a really good deep clean today, does it take about a week before it starts to get out of hand, before you need to come in and do some general maintenance? Everybody's HVAC is different, and some houses accumulate more dust than others. Like, how long before the dust start accumulating, or how long before your floors start to get dirty? Because I notice a lot of people too, they don't mop their floors. Like, they just don't. They be having my buckets and stuff, but they don't be using it. And I'm not judging. This is just observation. Um, because nobody, like you said, be busy and people don't have time, and just some people just don't want to do it. But I notice I might be in one person's house, it might be a month in between, and they haven't mopped the floors in a month. You know what happens in a month? Foot traffic, you know? So you need to gauge. And yes, like for people with allergies and sinuses, because my sinuses and allergies have been killing us lately. Like they've been giving us a run for it. So that's another reason why you need to maintain your space, because you need to maintain a certain level of cleanliness, and the air quality need to be a certain type of way. Like things need to be a certain way. And if your house is getting out of order, even your laundry, because listen, they have all them damp towels and stuff like that, especially with boys, they don't be caring. I be having to just stay on them about certain stuff. You let that stuff sit there, a wet towel, even if it's just damp, mold and mildew, all that stuff, it affects everything. So yeah, you can clean up one good time and it can look beautiful. People love it for the aesthetics, like, oh, look at my home. And I don't get impressed with that, because sure, you can come through and get that mug just right. But I'm impressed to see how you're gonna care for it after, you get it in order, after you get it clean and after you get it right. Like you have to maintain it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to have like a standard that you can do, and you got to believe in yourself. Like it's hard, like it be so much. And listen, y'all, I'm just on here talking tonight because listen listen, I told you I got off my routine today, and outside of that it has just been busy. I have a senior, and it's just been crazy, all kind of stuff. And not only that, it's the end of the year, so it's field trips, and pack your kids lunches for the field trip, and all these events, and can we go hang out with our friends, and yeah, it's graduation coming, and it's everything. So it's it's a lot. So like even right now, I need to go wash my work towels from my business. I regular laundry I need to get on top. I didn't make my bed today. That's still bothering me. So it's not going to be perfect, but I know that tomorrow is another day. I have to get up and I have to get back on track, because at this rate, it's like if I kept on not making my bed, if I kept on letting the towels accumulate, if I keep on not knocking out those dishes, it's going to accumulate. And so it would have been easier for me to just maintain, and instead of having to accumulate this whole big mess and then having to take out several hours at one time to just get it back to where you're comfortable, versus you can just take a few minutes each day and be consistent with it. um and it'll just be better. It'll just work out better for you. And like I said, and you can do it. You have to just believe in yourself. We have a lot going on, but like you have to honestly believe that you can get it done. Like I have so much going on, like just just going on, and it's like just stuff that we just have to deal with in everyday life. But it's like puzzle pieces. Like you have to figure out how to make it work. And then on top of that, I have my own home, my own family, and it was crazy because it's like even a child could tell. The other day he was like, "Mom," he was like, "You be having a lot going on. Like you have a lot." And in that moment, he just noticed. He was just like, "You make sure that we're all good. You go to work, you have the business, you make sure that Nene is good. My mom, I always check and talk to her and make sure everybody is good. And it just be a lot of moving parts all the time. So even in the midst of all of that, it's easy to get caught up. It's easy to throw your hands up and be like, oh, I just got too much going on. It's just, I'm tired. It just has to be done. Um, you know, just maintain. If you decide that you want to clean and or hire somebody, just before you do that, remember that in order for it to be effective and it really yield, what you're trying to get out of it, you have to maintain it. It's just as important as the cleaning. So you find things that work for you and in your home. If it may not be making a bed, it may not be important to you. You may not be at home a lot to even care. I don't know, but for sure, like dishes, like your trash, it just has to be, um, some type of maintenance, no matter what it is that you do. So that's pretty much it. And I was just kind of, you know, talking on some things I've been observing and look, halfway fussing. Like with my clients, we have a really good rapport. So, they know I love them and I tell them what I got to tell them to their face. Be like, what are you over here doing? What's going on? And then some people, like I said, they can pay for it. They don't care. They'll have us come in, I mind my business and go home because, you're not paying me to talk about what you could do. Now, a lot of people, and they do ask for suggestions, and I do, and that be the part, because then you ask for suggestions, then you don't use them. But it is what it is. So, thank y'all for being here. I don't know what the next topic is going to be. I still need to do one on deep cleaning, and we do need to go through some good tips, and some good hacks and tricks out here that I want to share with y'all. But we'll get to all of that. And just thank you for being here. Thank you, goodbye. He was just here to be for support. Look, he ready to get back on his game. Oh, so yes, he has like he bought his VR headset, and oh my gosh, it's real neat. And I just gotta find some friends to play with, and I gotta not be sleep. They be trying to get me to play, but I'd be so tired. But oh yeah, he'll be trying to get to his video games and his VR set. So I thank you for just hanging out with me. It's so sweet for him to be here. He be with me at work, and then he'll come hop on here with me. The other ones, they don't be thinking about me like that. But I love them all the same. Y'all be easy out there. Thank you, Jason. Thank y'all for tuning in and just hanging out for a few minutes. Like I said, I was just giving, my little speech on maintenance and rambling and complaining about these clients and other people not doing what they're supposed to do, because we got to keep these houses together and keep our minds together, because it's a part of the journey. So anyway, I'll see y'all next time, and thank you. Bye. Thank you.